Hey guys, welcome to back my channel and I'm Lubna. Today I will use this affordable ingredient to make 5 delicious healthy recipes, all of which are under $2 each. Are you tired deciding and preparing what to eat every day? Or do you think healthy meal and meal prep are boring and expensive? Actually, meal prep saves your time and money, makes eating healthy easier. This recipe high protein, gluten-free, and weight loss friendly, making your dietary journey much smoother. You can make everything or use the timestamp to pick the mix what you'd like to make. Everything can be prepared less than 2 hours. I prepared a timeline to help you proceed efficiently. With the recipe I'm introduced today, meal prep stress won't be on your mind for the next 2 weeks. So you gain more free time instead. I'm also sharing meal variation ideas for those who might get tired of the same dish. You can find all the detail in the PDF guide linked in the description. Are you ready? Let's get started. This time I'm using 10 nutrient-rich ingredients and categorize them into 4 groups to ensure balanced intake of nutrients. Starting with the vegetable category, we've chosen crucible vegetables like cabbage and spinach. It's known for their antioxidant properties and ability to enhance immune function. And carrot and onion for fullness and fiber-boosting nutrition and flavor. Second is mushroom, which are affordable, low in calories, and rich vitamin, adding a wonderful texture chewiness to meal. Third is protein. This time I've prepared affordable and readily available high-quality protein sources with low fat. Eggs, tofu, and chicken breast. Chicken thigh can also be used as a substitute. Fourth is carbohydrate. This time we had 2 carbohydrate options. The first is rice or brown rice, and second combined oatmeal with tofu. If your goal is weight loss, opting for minimally processed food like oat or whole grain bread rather than processed carb can make losing weight smoother. Studies have shown that choosing oat over processed carb or white rice significantly increases the calorie burn during digestion. Since I'm shopping in Japan, prices are showing end. This time I managed to keep it under 200 yen per serving. That's just under $1.40 or less than 1.13 euros. However, please note this price very dependent on where you shop. Let's start with carb. Cook rice in a rice cooker as you normally would. If you don't have rice cooker, it can be done on the stove. Detailed in the free PDF guide. Another method is combining oatmeal with tofu. It's my favorite way to enjoy oatmeal. Oatmeal is nutrition but can taste burnt to some. Mixing it with tofu makes it more palatable, increases protein intake, and carb moderate. You'll be surprised by how satisfying it is. When storing, it's convenient to freeze oatmeal tofu in single serving. Just microwave when it's time to eat. Next, as quick sources of quality protein, we are making seasoned boiled egg. Boil about 5-7 eggs. Boil them over low-medium heat for 7 minutes, and gently rolling them helps center the yolk. While boiling the eggs, mix in the seasoning: 4 tablespoons soy sauce, 3 tablespoons water, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons mirin, and mix well. Once boiled, immediately cool them in cold water. After cooling the egg in cold water, gently crack them and return the water. This makes the cracked part fill with the water, easy peeling. Start peeling from the first egg after finishing. After peeling, place them in the plastic bag over the egg carton, and pour the prepared marinade over eggs in the bag. Then add the peeled eggs from the top. After all in, add the rest of the marinade. After adding the marinade, seal the bag. Let it marinate in the fridge for at least half a day. If you don't have an egg carton, any bag or jar will do. Next, I'll make local keema curry. While curry might seem high in calories, this version high protein and low fat, offering great satisfaction without feeling like diet food. Here's the ingredient. First, finely chop all vegetable and mushroom and chicken. The size of the chop is up to you. You can substitute with the other meat or use ground meat to save time. Using blender can significantly reduce prep time. I usually use this manual chopper, which I'll link in the description. First, add oil and ginger and garlic. Once it's fragrant, add the chopped ingredient and a couple pinch of salt. This draws out moisture and concentrates the flavor. And saute until the moisture evaporates, about 3 minutes. Then add canned tomatoes and mix in curry powder, oyster soy sauce, ketchup, and bouillon. If you don't have these, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce is fine substitute. And add sugar and any preferred spices. This time I added chili powder. Then place it in the bay leaf and added it to the curry. If you add curry powder or want to try different spices, check my PDF guide for recommended spice combo. Simmer on medium heat for about 10 minutes, adding water if it starts to thicken too much. While the curry simmers, let's make some pickled cabbage. You can also use carrot, cucumber, or onion. Prepare a quart of cabbage and chop coarsely. Since we'll use another quart of cabbage for okonomiyaki later, chopping a half cabbage at once is convenient. Mix the seasoning, water, apple cider vinegar or wine vinegar, sugar or honey, garlic, salt, and pepper, and add a bay leaf. Once all ingredients are added, shake the container to mix. Then add the cabbage and shake again to ensure the seasoning coats everything evenly. Then marinate in the fridge for 6 hours, and it will keep for about 2 weeks. Let's back to keema curry. Once the juice from the canned tomato reduces, move the bay leaf and add about 1 teaspoon of salt to adjust the taste. For those eating with oatmeal tofu, consider slightly thicker flavor due to higher moisture content compared to rice. It's done once all the moisture has evaporated. Pack it into the container. Once it cools down, cover and freeze. It can be stored for 2 weeks in the freezer, though the taste may decline after 2 weeks. When ready to eat, heat the microwave for about 6 minutes. Top with the boiled eggs you've made as you like. For those who might get tired of the curry taste, I will show you delicious variation. Spread the oatmeal tofu or rice on the plate. Then add butter, soy or milk, bouillon, salt and pepper, and mix well. Then pour the keema curry over it and sprinkle cheese to taste. Feel free to add an egg if you like. Bake in 250-degree oven for about 10 minutes. Now you got a delicious curry doria and enjoy! The first recipe is healthy, rich protein stir-fried tofu. This dish packed with nutrients, incredibly satisfying to eat, and tastes great even when cold. Here is the ingredient. Start by roughly chopped and spinach. This time we'll add spinach, and you can substitute with other leaf green or onions. And microwaving it cover in for 1 minute. Next, chop the carrot finely to better absorb flavors. Using blender or slicer can save time. And chop the onion as well. Then cut your favorite mushrooms. I will use shiitake mushroom, which are entirely edible. After cutting vegetable, cut chicken into small pieces. Heat sesame oil in the pan, add dried tofu, and break into part with spatula. Add a pinch of salt helps evaporate the moisture, cooking on high heat to slowly draw out the tofu. Once it starts to dry, add chicken and season with salt and pepper. After stir-frying for a bit, add all the chopped ingredients following. When everything is stir-fried, add seasoning, soy sauce, sugar, dashi, and mirin, and mix it well. Add the previously prepared spinach. Then sprinkle additional teaspoon of salt. Turn off the heat, pour the eating eggs over everything mixed, and then heat again to set the eggs. Pack it in the container and store in the fridge once cooled. This stirred tofu is not only healthy but also filling enough to be main dish. Next is gluten-free tofu okonomiyaki. It's traditionally made with wet flour butter and cooked on the griddle. However, to minimize carbs and ensure protein intake, I will substitute wet with tofu and eggs, adding chicken. I will introduce 2 methods, one using only eggs and tofu, and another adding cornstarch for easier preparation. Both methods are gluten-free. First, coarsely chop the cabbage. Since no binding flour is used, large pieces of cabbage can cause the okonomiyaki to fall apart. Drain tofu and blend until smooth. Lightly mix in the eggs, incorporate the cabbage and your preferred ingredient. We are using chicken breast for cost efficiency and health, but you can substitute it with other meat or seafood. Then add dashi and salt. Since vegetable release water, cook the butter soon after mixing. Use very low heat if not using potato starch. You can cook it 2 batches or all at once. Cooking 2 batches reduces the risk of failure. And if you like, you can add cheese too. Then cover it with a bit more butter. As it cooks, water will start to release. Continue cooking on low heat to evaporate the moisture. If using bulk, fix it in a tub. If the butter flows out, push it back in. Keep cooking on low heat until the moisture stops releasing and it starts to brown. Then transfer to a plate. Without flour, wrapping normally can lead to failure. Instead, cover with the pan and flip it back. Continue cooking until no more moisture released after flipping. For those without sauce, here how to make homemade okonomiyaki sauce. Mix 3 tablespoons each of water sauce with 1 tablespoon of sugar and ketchup. Keep the sauce separate from the okonomiyaki and pour it on just before eating. Okonomiyaki is ready. Finish by drizzling sauce over it, adding mayonnaise, potato flakes, seaweed, or any topping you like. Next, for the version include potato starch. Add 1 tablespoon to the area mixture. Place the batter in the pan to about 3 cm height, although I used the plate to flip it. Flipping normally should be fine with potato starch. Time is about 5 minutes per side. For beginners, adding potato starch is recommended. To store, cut into easy-to-eat pieces, wrap in plastic, and place in container. It can be frozen for a month. When you eat, microwave for 3 minutes, or when throwing naturally. Remove the frozen okonomiyaki from the freezer 2 to 3 hours before eating and transfer to refrigerator. Finally, your meal prep is complete. And bon appetit! Hopefully today's video gave you some fresh inspiration. For a detailed recipe and tip, check out the free PDF guide. Hopefully I'm able to share with you. The making wholesome delicious recipe doesn't have to break the bank. If you enjoyed today's video, I would really appreciate if you give a like and subscribe my channel. Don't miss out more healthy recipe and tips. I hope you enjoy your meal. I'll see you again next week. Bye!